Hello everyone! As you can see, I've been a bit busy. I decided to use these things as a fence. The keg table things. Because there was a bit of a fence thing starting from over here, and I wanted to keep that look a bit when I was restoring the tracks. So that's it. Also, obviously used the roof tiles for getting the nice diagonal look for the edges of the tracks, and then I obviously used the Maroth, do you have to stand in the way? Why not look at the other one? Used the metal ones to metal blocks and a bit of flat roof tile thing to just make the end part look a bit okay, since having the cake table right up against these just didn't look right. So might as well show you the rest of the restoration project. Yeah, did a bit of it, took a bit of effort, but yeah, this ended up being a thing because of that. So I ended up giving the entire border of the paths raised edge. I don't mind it. So this is still to be worked on, so at some point I'll start on that. Oh right, I forgot to activate the cheat for the stamina. Where is it? There it is. Right. And yeah, I didn't just connect the port docks to the town from this part that was had a whole thing meant for turning into here for some reason. Instead, I went ahead and just connected it directly to the mines. Makes more sense to have them. I missed a bit. Yeah. Makes more sense to have the mines go directly to the docks instead of them lugging the ore and that manually from this station to... I did miss a bit more. Yeah. Makes more sense for them to take it directly than to lug from station to station, even if it's a short distance. Just makes more sense for them to be able to take it directly. This became a thing because of down here. I still need to move the lift here because of that double bit. So it's just a matter of figuring out where I want to move it. Do I want to move it 2 across and enable another one of these over there, or one that way instead to make it flat? So considering the amount of space on that side, I think I'll move this way instead by one. Also applied some of the changes to down here. I really do like the effect that it creates, so I think I'll probably keep that as a permanent. Might even drag it over to the Haven now once I'm done with khrumbledon. Also, expanded that out slightly because I realized that it was off-center by the gate over here, so okay. Haven't figured out what else to put on display in this gallery, but for now those two will do as a starting point. Yeah, also did the wall over here, just like I did the wall over there. Only wall I haven't done is that one because I forgot. No, I need to move these. So I don't fancy doing that at the moment. Also, how did... Oh, that'll be the skeletons, isn't it? Or the hammerheads, or both. Okay, so I'm just gonna have to keep repairing that, aren't I? That's gonna be annoying. Right, is there anything else I should display? Yeah, I put up to 3 blocks worth up on that because that's how high the gate actually rises. 3. So that'll be something to consider later. What else is there? Oh yeah, also extended that slightly so that it hit the border like that does, and then shifted around the room so that instead of that being over that side where I eventually shifted the border wall, it's now on this side since it's got needs only a little bit of space anyways, whilst the beds obviously needed a bit more space. And I added another sign just for the second dancer to match up with the bed. Come to think of it, where are they? Nothing else I can think of at present. Alright. I also added this here. I was selecting the whole thing. I did not know I could do that. Maybe it's something to do with the pool thing. Well, anyways, with all that said, I guess time's to move on to the next build. And I think I'll make it over here. Let's see, is that going to be... Let's use the remainder of these so I can more easily see what's going on. Yeah, that's not going to be center, and that's going to annoy me. Okay. I think I got an idea. I'll just do it on top instead. And then let's see, how do I get this? I guess that'll do. Not a big fan of that, but I'll work something out later. Let's see how to go about it. Oh, that's right, I can extend that trick on it. Oh no, I can't, because they won't be counted as a wall, will they? Dang. I guess that'll do. I'm not sure if this light will count as part of the wall or not. We shall see. I guess that'll work. No, not counting. Oh no, it is. Okay. Okay. But apparently I'm missing something. So let's have a look at what the sheet says. Did I switch this back to... No, I did not. Okay. So the audio must have been a little crappy to start with. Assuming it could be even heard. Let's see. Alright, I was gonna check the sheet, wasn't I? Got the pool. Got umbrellas. Got deck chairs. Even got cacti. What's it missing then? Okay, that's weird. That should have counted as a pool of paradise by now. I'm gonna have to come back to that since I can't think of... Yeah, definitely umbrella. Definitely a deck chair. Definitely a cacti. Okay, that confuses me. Maybe it's something to do with the lights being part of the room. Well, since the thing is technically complete now. Hopefully that fixes it. Okay, it's just these guys. Who can do literally no harm to the base. No, I'll let them have them. Yeah, that's really starting to bug me. I don't understand why that doesn't count as a... right. Let's put that one aside for a moment and go on to other rooms instead. Since I've got these hulking things here, I might as well make use of them. And find some way of turning into an actual room. Oops. Perfectly in the center. Or at least makes the wall a little more interesting. Also, found out that I do actually have a single width type door. Although it's not exactly a door, per se. Where is it? I don't think I actually have any in my inventory. There it is. There we go. Though I think I like the idea of it being a little further forward. Even if it means... yeah, that looks better. Okay, what shall we make here? Okay, given the location, I think I'm going to go with the kitchen and then kitchen diner. Just 3, isn't it? But I'll make it 6. Do I have any of those on me? No, I don't. And then I might get away with using that for the tables. We'll do it over here. Let's just see. should do is first set up so it actually recognizes that it's going to be a kitchen diner. And I just realized that it don't look nice to me. I'd rather be consistent on width. No. That's not going to recognize that as a thing, is it? Preserve. Alright, let's try. No, that's going to just have a hole in the middle. Alright, as long as I don't put drinks on there, it should be fine. Let's put that down first. And then I need to have some crockery, don't I? Oh, is that what I was missing in the... Oops, wrong one. When I was reconstructing this place, wasn't sure what it was I was missing to make that match the original. Just realized OBS is not visible. Okay, now it is. Rather move this lock back a bit because of where all the NPCs end up standing when battle starts, but it'll have to do for now. Right, did that already switch to conditioned mana or not? Yeah, it did. Okay. I guess I can do the bedrooms over here. Yeah, no, that won't work. Yeah, I'll have to do. wanted to use a different flooring, but that would mean I'd have to raise this entire thing up by one, and not really in the mood for that after having just gone through the effort of making it. So let's see, that's 6. Nah, they're not breaking anything. Kinda tempted to move the story along just to stop that from happening, but at the same time I need all those ores ready for when I do move it forward, so that I at least have something to work with should I need to when I start shifting things along from where they're currently placed. Shift all that lot out of the way. Want that back out. Doesn't really think. Yeah, gonna want that. Hold on. Wrong place. Let's start with the 1, so that's it only registers as a plain room. Just finding the sheet where I recorded the details of the room types. Alright. We want that one to first register, since that one's the simplest one. And okay. Now that it's registered all of them. Let's cross that one out so I don't keep confusing myself. Start with a sign. Do I already have? No, I don't. Which will this register as? Yeah, that's what I'm after. And then and well, wall decor. Do I have any wall decor? Don't think so. Yeah, that'll do as wall decor. Okay, apparently that doesn't count as wall decor. Despite under pretty much anyone's viewpoint, that would normally count as a wall decor. So what else can I use? Okay. Would that count? Technically goes in the wall. Not at all what I envisioned, but... Yep, okay, it does count. Oops. Now we want it to register as a shared room. I don't think that counts as a fancy table, does it? Ah, there's the page. Okay, and then the next thing to include. Don't think that counts as fancy, so. No, it doesn't. That surely does, though. Two signs, two beds, two lights, two chairs, fancy chairs, 2 fancy tables, plenty of wall decor. Okay, let's go check what the page actually said, since I only recorded the basics for the fancy variant. I just recorded it as plain fancy. The light sources need to be fancy as well. And I guess the sconces don't count as fancy. Don't think I have any. That definitely counts as fancy. Seriously? Does it have to be electric? Wait. I thought that counted as fancy. Okay. Are those tables not counted as fancy despite being clearly fancier? This has got to count as fancy. Seriously? Okay, what does the page say? So the wall decor is fine, fancy chairs are fine. It's definitely got the fancy light source somehow. Is it the bed? Is the bed not fancy enough? Then I won't be able to make that. That's a pity. Oops. That one wasn't meant to come off. Neither was that one. The devs must have had a really high bar for what is considered fancy. Because personally I would consider that a fancy bed. Especially when compared to the straw beds. Or the... what was it called? Okay, yeah, it's just straw. Let's double that back in the inventory for a moment. And we'll mark off the shared room section. Let's check something. Yes, obviously that one didn't care about the fanciness. Guess I can cross off trying to do the Imperial version then. Instead, let's get out. You know, just grab that. Do I have any barrels on me? Yes, I do. And do I have... Yes, I do. I think that's all I need. Oh, dumbbells. Which I happen to have. Just in case I did fancy one. Okay. And then finally, already done the neat and sweet from the storyline, so I'll just cross that one off. Where is it? Yeah, those definitely count as columns. What else do I need? Well, I've got the lights in there already. Since those definitely count as wall decor, I'll use those. Where is it? There. No, apparently I'm gonna have to go grow them. You know what, let's just plant a bunch more to ensure I don't end up having to wait for them again later. Can have a bit of a flower field whilst I'm at it. That should be enough. Whilst I'm waiting on that, I'll have a look through the sheets to see what else still has potential for being built. Okay. Oops. Don't think I have anywhere in specific to put a large hallway yet, so for now I'm just gonna tear it down and give it some more thought after progressing the story enough that I can actually use that area over there. So that one crossed off the list. Oh, OBS is no longer visible because I switched the browser a couple of times. Oops, too close. This one I think I'll leave in place, though I might make the room a bit smaller. Actually no, but where are they? These I can... That makes it feel a bit more natural. Having an itch on my nose. And that's another page off the list. Next is something they've been craving by the looks of it. Where shall I put it? I think down here will do it fine. Something feels wrong there. Ah. Okay. So there wasn't anything wrong, it was just that I didn't realise that was also one in. Oh no, I can use... No, that's not the one. That's the cracked floorboards. Okay, let's use that instead. Was going to use the gates for this room, but now I realise that I can't. I'll just do this instead. That works better. Right, let's fix this floor to something more appropriate. It's just up until that, isn't it? No? Okay. Not what I thought I had selected. Oh good, it does fit. Do I have any on me? No, not by the looks of it. Let's go use some of the pots that they've been making in the pot chamber. Pop that. I might be able to get away with using that still for covering each thing. Alright. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I don't like that. And looks like I'm coming up from the hours mark now, so this will probably have to be the last of the builds for now. What was I looking for? Alright. Darn. Was hoping for a shared one. Oh well. It's definitely got the 3 towers, definitely got the 2 folding screens. But apparently I need to use wooden toilets specifically for a shared one. Which is annoying. I don't see why pots can't count as... whatever. Alright. Can I even fit this in? I don't think I can. Put it there. Don't really want that blocked up, so I just have to make do with normal toilets. Right, that's that one crossed off the list, and it also makes another page that I can remove. Right, is there anything else that's... that one's probably going to be made in the last one. I'm going to have to investigate that Pool of Paradise thing, because that's just weird. Even the webpage still says just exactly what got in there thing, so maybe it's just slow to register the how about I just try and make... Oops. Was it that there's too many? Or is it because they're connected to each other? No? Nope. I'm gonna have to see if I can fix that later. In the meantime, however, time to go look for a suitable thumbnail. And since I don't think this is gonna work, or that, let's go with something that fits in with a title that I'm considering using, which you would have already seen by now, the point you started watching this. Yeah, I think that works as a thumbnail. Make sure to actually show it this time. So remember to get it. Oops. I'm really gonna have to figure out how to change that button, because there's no way I'm going to default to options for full screen. But anyways, with that said, let us